What's up, guys? So if you've been following along with the videos, you saw we did the 2-inch front leveling kit and removed our factory rear blocks. Paired with these wheels and tires, I think the truck looks super aggressive. There's only one problem, in my opinion, and that is the fact that even though we went up 2 inches in the front and down over an inch in the rear, we still have rake going on. The rear of the truck is still sitting higher than the front, which is absolutely insane. The rear of these trucks just comes so high from the factory, and obviously it being a 2-door short bed, it exaggerates that a lot. So today we're actually going to be lowering the rear 1 to 2 inches, depending on what we want to do, with drop shackles, because I've always preferred that pre-runner style look. Now I do know a lot of people like this raked look. It's aggressive. It's going to pounce on you. It's like a bulldog. I get it. I think it looks really good. It's just not my personal favorite. Today we're going to be slapping some 1 to 2 inch adjustable drop shackles on here to bring the rear down to give the desired look that I am after. And then I've pretty much convinced myself we're going to be scrapping the 2-inch puck kit and going with a full 3-inch suspension lift level, whatever the case, bringing the whole truck up taller before our next wheel and tire setup, which I've pretty much decided on. I think it's going to be super good. It's an unpopular setup in the Ford world, and I think I've pretty much decided we're going to go that route. But until that kit comes in and we can get it installed, I want to go ahead and throw some drop shackles in here. Yes, you need to go up real high because you got to drop the axle down pretty much all the way in order to get the weight off of them so you can pull the bolts out. This bed is over my head. It's always a little bit sketchy. Don't want your jack stands flipping over, especially on this little short truck. 13/16 on the inside bolt and 15/16 on the nut. We can just pop it right off. We got the axle pretty much perfect as far as the weight. You don't want to have it too low because then it'll have weight on it again in the opposite direction. So when it comes to drop shackles on these trucks, if you go over anything 1 inch, you have to cut this guy out. But even with the 1 inch, we're going to have to jack the rear end up high enough for the leaf spring to flatten out and go on the outside of this, hopefully not slamming into our bed, so that we can push the bolt out over the frame. There we go. Okay, no problem. We are in business now, baby. Booyah! And we do have clearance up here. It's not touching. You don't gotta freaking cut your truck with these drop shackles, installing them like I just did. Holy crap. Do not fully tighten these down until the truck is on its own weight. So you can jack the rear end up if you wanted to already. We're just going to snug this up just a smidge, keep it in place so that it doesn't pull the bolt back out as we lower it. Well, aside from putting some grease in this thing and fully tighten it down, once we get the truck on its own weight, that is a successful drop shackle install. So quickly, I wanted to show you all the difference between factory 1-inch drop shackle and 2-inch drop shackle. So we did end up ordering and using the 1-inch drop shackle from MaxTrax. This is a 2-inch from MaxTrax as well. Obviously, exact same thing, just an inch more drop. But the problem with this one is it will hit that upper bed rail. It's too long. So as you see, if it was bolted into place, it'd be touching that. So if you're gonna do larger than a 1-inch drop, you're gonna have to cut that guy out. And on this 2024 truck, you know, your boy wasn't really feeling like cutting a bed rail out. So I'm gonna return these 2-inch ones and use the 1-inch ones. Obviously, we already got one installed, so I gotta get the other one knocked out. But yeah, just know that going into this, if you want a 1-inch drop, it's kind of a pain in the butt to get around that thing, but you don't have to cut it. If you want to go with a 2-inch, you are 100% gonna have to cut that bed rail out. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side knocked out. I'll catch up with y'all. We drop this thing down on the ground, put some grease in it, and fully tighten it down. those videos on TikTok where it says, going to see if I made my truck any faster, and then in quotations it has like, I tightened my lug nuts. That's basically us today. All right, guys, well, here she is. Might not seem like much of a change to some, but to me, it looks so much better. We have officially gotten rid of the rake. I just got done measuring it, and it is now 1/2 inch lower in the rear than the front. Hold on to your panties. Don't freak out. It is going to be okay. This truck can still do everything it could before. And now, to me, it looks a lot freaking better. So, 2-inch front leveling kit, pulled the rear block, and then did a 1-inch max track drop shackle, but it actually dropped it more than an inch. It was like 1.5 inches. So it's probably the exact same size as Ford's 1.5 inch drop shackle, which is way more expensive. But there's proof. You can do this without cutting up your truck. You don't have to do anything crazy. It's not as easy as a Chevrolet typically is, but with that said, definitely can do it. And if you're gonna run 33s in your truck, this is probably about the height you want to do it at. Because if you go with a bigger leveling kit, the 33s are gonna look small, whereas this clears them perfectly fine. 10, 12 wide wheels, 33s, 2-inch front level, bring the back down to make it sit proper. Yeah, you're in business. And you're only gonna be spending, well, if you do it this way, front puck, that's $100. Drop shackles, $100. Alignment, man, I mean, $400 total, and you are sitting proper. That's pretty freaking good, in my opinion. Crew cab, OBS, dually, that thing is freaking sweet. Need it in my life, but yeah, I think she is sitting really nice now. Y'all have been absolutely obliterating these wheels in the comment section. I find it hilarious how, like, genuinely upset it seems some people get. Like, y'all been commenting like, dude, I just don't understand this guy getting the wheels, or I don't understand him trading, or this guy, does anyone else hate the wheels? Does anyone else think this guy keeps getting ugly wheels? Bruh, for one, these are not horrible, okay? They're not great. I didn't buy them new. I didn't specifically pick these out, okay? I just got an offer on a trade with money, and I took it. And if I could go back, I probably wouldn't do it because these don't ride good because of those tires, which I was not informed of until the trade, but I'd rather have the money and the trade. So yeah, it's really not that deep, guys. It's not that deep. I don't think it looks terrible. I like the Gladiator to look, the black, the chrome. Is it my first choice? Absolutely not. Is it as terrible as it's being made out? No, I think it's all right. Been doing burnouts. We've been trying to smooth these babies out, and I feel like it does ride better. But yeah, even with that pretty good burnout, you can see chunk in here. I guess I should have put this tire on that side so the high end was on the front, and that would have made it smooth out better. Because honestly, we didn't get that much rubber even, you know, slung up, and we laid down a pretty freaking fat burnout right there on the streets of Mexico. But yeah, anyways, I don't know. I'm dying for the exhaust to get done on this truck. Some of y'all just keep commenting resonator delete, resonator delete. I'm going to, brother. Resonator's coming off. Full exhaust coming on. Trust me. Everything. Lifting this thing, lowering this thing, leveling this thing, color matching this thing, uncolor matching chrome wheels, polish wheels, black wheels. It's all happening. We're having, you know, everything that we're going to do to this, everything that can be done, I plan on doing. It's going to be fine. Anyways, I'm going to quit rambling. Hopefully y'all did enjoy. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Ring that bell notification. Check out all the links in the description. With that said, I'll see y'all boys in the next one.